Hello, Virgo. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing really, really well. Virgo, let's see how your energies will be at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Virgo. Virgo, you can supplement your readings with those for your other signs to have a much more personalized horoscope. Let's channel a message for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, let's see. They say here with the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, there's a lot of mental activity, Virgo, right now. I feel like there's a lot of data, a lot of information, um, but also the issue of overthinking, right? Um, maybe the challenge is to control all of this, right? And that these thoughts don't control our own mind, especially with what I call, ghosts from the past and so on. I feel like these thoughts come because you're about to, I see it there, make a decision, right? To leave a place, in order to grow, right? And there could be issues here related to moving, right? So, like moving to live in a new place or even making a job change or changing career. I mean, I see you all as looking toward that horizon, right? Like saying, there's so much more here in this world. There's so much more than what I'm experiencing, more than the job I have. I feel like I can connect with something much bigger and something much more abundant. It's like nature has more things to offer me, right? So when you're thinking that, right, it's like that information comes to you, it wakes you up. I mean, what if I make a change of direction in my project, in what I do, or I make the decision to go to that country, to take that trip or make that move. So you start to question yourself, right? You open your eyes and see where you are, all you've achieved, and the progress you've made, the desires and needs, the ones that start to come up at this moment, which can be very different from the ones you've had in your past. Okay? And it is true that all this flow of information that can come, sometimes it comes, right? Like a cascade, right? Like a tsunami of thoughts. And here the idea is not to get overwhelmed by all this, right? Don't create anxiety or worry in advance with a situation that hasn't happened yet, or your way of thinking from your old self, or even from your past. It starts sending you signals like, well, no, Virgo, it's not the right time. We can't make that decision, right? Like those worries, right? That sometimes we have, yeah. And it's all those questions that you start asking yourself when you're about to make such an important decision in your life that could end up changing and defining your whole future. I feel like you're also at a moment of questioning, right? Questioning the truth, questioning your beliefs, your ideologies, everything you've been through, and how you've been seeing your reality. See what else we have. Virgo, general energy available. Virgo, here we have the Six of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. There's an issue, there's a twist that I see as a challenge, right? That is in the ability to let go of what's familiar, to let go of the past, some routine, some habit, something that's been done out of habit, right? Of course, in your past, this has given you, let's say, security. It has brought you stability, and you've lived well during that time. But by holding on so tightly to this energy, it then stops flowing. If we keep holding on to old routines, old schedules, old beliefs, above all, the thing here is that progress starts to get a bit slower, right? As we can see there, and you start to feel the burden. So I feel like you're in a moment of total mental openness, of opening yourself to a new way of thinking, belief, or biology. With the challenge of letting go of all, I'm not saying all the lessons from your past, but rather taking the best from them and starting to open yourself to something new. Maybe you'll also let go of some family beliefs, customs you've held on to, and that have been strictly followed, right? It seems this is weighing on you today. It seems like it's weighing on you. I see something there about pleasing others too, how others see you, right? Like sometimes you need to be validated, don't you? And you end up here, doing something out of habit, right? That today you've already questioned and realized that it's not giving you anything positive anymore in terms of personal growth. That's why I'm talking here about the topic of awakening, right? The idea of starting to question your attitudes, your beliefs, your thoughts. That is to say, this is already weighing me down. This no longer makes me feel secure. It doesn't make sense to keep holding on or narrowing your perspective. But you have the possibility to open yourselves to a new philosophy of life, to start believing in something more, believing in something new, or believing in your own vision of life, right? Based on your experiences, based on your feelings, emotions, and thoughts. So I feel that the energy of change is very strong, changing habits, a change in routine, a change in perspective. Let's see what else we have. It's like a search for freedom, right? And you have the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Star. It's about having courage here, right? To make a decision. And knowing how to let go. You are going to be letting go. I feel like this is old programming, old information, right? That sometimes kept you on alert. I mean, some beliefs or information that weighed heavily. The thing is that now you've opened your mind to a new reality, to a new future, a mind that's much more open, much freer, and more innovative, with new projects and a new vision for the future. But you know that for this, you have to change your mindset, right? As they say, that's why what we see here is courage, right? Courage, strength, and willpower to be able to make the decision to let go of a family burden or a burden from your past that was no longer allowing you to move forward as you wanted. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable to go through these situations, right? When you allow yourself to step back and gain a new outlook, a new perspective, and say, well, start choosing. Virgos are at a moment of choice, choosing a new path, choosing a new journey, choosing a new future, and a new reality. What is it that you're going to let go of at this moment? Something that, let's say, has already lost its purpose in your life, right? What is it that you're going to open yourself up? And it's going to be much bigger, much more expansive, and much freer above all. I feel that this situation, in any case, applies to many areas of your life. Okay? This could be related to work or even to your personal life. Thank you. Let's see, Virgo, what the oracle has for you. Let's go with your advice or message. Thank you. You have card 20 here, the resurrection. Exactly. Virgo is at that point we talked about, right? The point where things are being released and cleared away. And the step you're about to take, right, in this resurgence in your life, it's a kind of rebirth into a new stage. A new stage that's closely tied to your new vision, to your new beliefs, to your new philosophy. If there's been a resurrection, it's due to a symbolic death. Something had to turn to ashes, something had to come to an end, so that something new can be born in your life at this moment. We have Mars here in the sign of Capricorn, strong determination and willpower to pursue that goal. But I also feel that the energy of resurrection is very present in this card. As it relates to your profession and your life goals. Dear Virgo, this is what we've seen. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and see you back here next time.